Who got the winner in that game is in the 11. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has high hopes for him this upcoming season. Between these sides of the Premier League was one victory each, 3-0 to Spurs at Old Trafford. Lucas Moura scoring twice and Harry Kane on the score sheet too. 1-0 to United at Wembley under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Marcus Rashford with the only goal of that game. But the victory was secured largely down to the second half heroics of David De Gea in the United goal. So we are ready to get Tottenham Hotspur. Manchester United face Tottenham Hotspur in this all-Premier League encounter on the international stage. Shanghai, China, our setting.
Wheel, but what's it the wheel of? Certainly not the juggernaut of a team that I faced. There's a lot of rebuilding to be done at United.
It's back to Paulo Gazzaniga, the Argentina international goalkeeper, and flicked on by Tanganga, who started at centre-back against Juve and looked pretty good in that first half.
Using how Tottenham want to play in terms of centre-half splitting, being able to pass that ball into midfield. If it was congested, missing it out, so he was a good centre-half who can break lines when he's on the ball. That bodes well, certainly.
Georgiou tries to skip through. Here is Ndombele powering into the penalty area. And he tries to what the 1-2 with Parrott. Over Supus from the new midfielder signed from Lyon.
Looks strong, doesn't he, when he gets that ball, drives forward. He's dribbling. It's fascinating to see how he copes with the demands of the Premier League, because I still believe this league, our Premier League, asks questions of you of a player that no other league does.
He's Ashley Young, and it's back to Rojo. It's back into the penalty area towards Harry Kane, and Smalling is hit. And you're talking about that drive in midfield, essentially the replacement for Moussa Dembele, who left for China last season. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, meanwhile, preparing for his first full season as United boss. Oh, it's a mistake, and a heavy touch from Tanganga, and Pereira can't thread that through. Good opportunity for Manchester United, and it was Martial burst.
And it's no surprise, again a loose pass by Tottenham.
Sissoko this time, James is onto it, Martial with him. Martial, great finish, and Manchester United with two good early opportunities.
Really hunting that back of the net. But this is what probably Solskjaer's talking about. Predominantly right-footed, he has that ability, Martial.
Well, Anthony Martial scored 12 goals in all competitions last season.
United winning teams, and yes, you have to be virtually the best of the best.
Parrott, good ball into Kane. And tidied up by McTominay. And by Wan-Bissaka, and now Pogba. And you can hear the excitement from the supporters who... Wan-Bissaka, who's looked great in pre-season. And Dele Alli with a challenge here, a heavy one, and the free kick goes the way of Manchester United.
Dele Alli, patience with players. I think it's a relatively good tackle.
Clipped out towards James, pass on the money this time. Walker Peters denies the Welsh international that cross into the middle and does well. Clipped by McTominay, lovely weight on that pass from the Scotland international. In by Greenwood and away by Walker Peters. Pogba.
And after to Greenwood, his left back, you've got to show him on his right foot. Don't let him open up the goal.
Wan-Bissaka and Moss. In by Pereira. Dangerous because McTominay nearly met that. It's up with Young again. Decides against trying to take Pogba. Shut down by Sissoko. Parrott, Dele Alli with him. And Dele Alli with a fantastic chance, and it's saved by David. Domination play from Spurs, but they probably should be ahead.
They should have done the touch here. Parrott draws three players. The release of the pass is perfectly timed. And he doesn't settle that with the inside of his right foot. He's got enough time. Doesn't seem to get a brilliant connection, but no surprise.
Really impressed with the way that McTominay's gone about the opening stages of this game, and I suspect there's going to be international.
And then the nonsense of just kicking the ball over to McTominay as he lays on. Break.
Martial, who's already had one chance. Greenwood. Andreas Pereira with him. Pogba will surely have a pop here. It's blocked by Winks, who's getting back to recover after the loose ball. Martial in the pair up front. Great ball from Kane. Walker-Peters. They take on Young here. It away by Rojo. McTominay into Martial, who has space again. Tanganga's trying to try and deal with him. James.
Gutierrez at that left wing. Reads the situation. Sissoko trying to recover to help out. Impressive start by Manchester United. Full of verve, full of energy. And Pereira on it will keep the goalkeeper honest. You've got the right hand
towards goal. Brent in brilliantly, but Young's made a mistake trying to backheel that towards his own penalty. Walker-Peters is the option here. Really good work from Musa Sissoko at the International Champions Cup. Pereira allowed to drift forward. Martial into the channel. Good movement. Goal Manchester United. The opening goal beating Gazzaniga at his near post. Tottenham Hotspur 1.
To run down the sides of centre-halves, and if he gets a yard on you, it's going to be very difficult to catch him. The trust as well, the eye contact's there straight away. He's waiting for the release pass. He times his run perfect.
Tries to skip away from Walker-Peters.
Looks to get his balance back again.
Pereira. Young again, good effort. And Pereira. Wan-Bissaka. Now there are three bodies in the middle. Kane will swerve it. Big season number 6 for Mauricio Pochettino with Spurs. Long ball over the top, met by Greenwood. And Georgia.
Greenwood attacking from out to in. I talked about him as a...
Oh, gets away from Smalling. Brilliant touch there from Troy Parrott. Kane and Dombele's in the... Martial. Oh, he's out-muscled Vertonghen.
Wow.
And he's just clipped. He's on 2. Spurs with that 3-2 win over Juve. Son off the bench, immediately having an impact. Moves it out to Fred, who will thumb break with that loose ball. Rashford's away to his right-hand side. Great pace here from Lingard. And eventually...
So much more business to be done by all the teams. They've got Alderweireld pass, and I'll make a point of this in a second.
Son tries to chip.
If you look at someone like United, and we're playing Diag again.
Son, great ball over the top to Heung-min Son, takes on Eric Bailly, shows him a bit of the ball. Son still going.
Initially, it looked like times he's run perfectly. Just holding the outside of his knee, top of his calf. Here again, look, standing up. Son dots inside. You know the strike's coming now. You've got to be honest as a centre-half and lunge and try and block it. He doesn't pull the trigger. It just looks in that moment he may have gapped his hamstring a little bit or pulled
on. Good energy to the game here. Dele Alli slipped in. Can he find a teammate in white and blue?
And it goes from the youth teams up to the first team. So they're in very
facilities in which to learn their trade. Work through to Lucas Moura. Fred will have a go here.
The guy's really impressing, Joe Willock. Seen it with United. Players are aware that you can buy yourself good free kicks. Listen, Son there again. I'm not saying there's not contact, but...
Well, was fouled there, but Son's in a good situation here, and they'll play on. Can White keep it in? Does really well to keep that in, actually. Son, Lucas Moura. Can they pop it on target? They can. It's deflected and in. Lucas Moura is the Tottenham Hotspur 1, Manchester United 1. Not much.
The game gives him the opportunity to get the strike on goal, and it's fortunate to see the deflection beat the goalkeeper. First touch, brilliant. Sets it on the left-hand side.
Angel Gomez, who has support here, and Dalot squares up to White and has really whipped that in.
By it.
Son works it out to White, who has clipped it in towards Lucas Moura. Heung-min Son. His kind of angle, cracks it. The 20-time Premier League Gomez. Works the 1-2 brilliantly, will find Mata. Great play from Manchester United.
That burst of pace, no surprise, is a brilliant 1-2 by Mata.
Gomez through to Rashford, who is offside. Good pace. Lucas Moura's making the run, and Lamela might want that back, but there was no angle.
Can he cope? Do you see him being able to play in the Premier League or the Bundesliga, or whatever it may be?
By Eriksen to Lamela, and here's Heung-min Son. Didn't quite get it into his path. We'll still try and take on Tuanzebe here. And now Heung-min Son. He will have a shot. Maybe 3-4 months into the season. Fabulous run from Eriksen. It has opened up here. White. Son. Lays it. Rolls. Tries to place it against 8 last season. And also then that Champions League semi-final against Ajax. And here's a chance to level. United have picked up their second win of the International Champions Cup.
About the game, talk about it.
No, I think both teams was a fantastic game, and I think I think we deserved a little bit more because we had a chance, and of course Manchester played well this right, but it's anyway pre-season game. Of course we want to win it, but yeah, I think we gave everything. But I think there's a lot of things to do in the last coming the weeks, and I think this is most important.